So finally, here it is, the second video. In the first, I told you what kept me going after I lost my leg in the motorbike accident. I still wanted to play, I still wanted to live life. I didn't just want to survive. And later I found this to be hope. And what is this hope? First of all, it's not a wish. I hear people say, I hope I win the lotto, I hope this and I hope that. That's not hope. That's just wishful thinking. The hope I'm talking about is the hope that we find in the Bible. It's a certainty that you hold on to and move towards. So hope is to anticipate something good to come in the future. Now, Dr. Rick Schneider did his PhD at Kansas University in the USA. And he wanted to find out what the greatest predictor was of success in top athletes. And in his research with these top athletes and coaches, he found that there's always two elements involved when they are successful. And the first one was that they knew exactly what they wanted and where they want to go. And the second one was that they knew how to deal with life happening around them while doing what they want. Right? So, and he said, whenever those two elements are involved, he found hope in those athletes. So he sort of made it a formula for hope. He said when there's hope in these athletes, there's these two elements involved. And at that stage I realized that's the truth. I knew it was the truth. At that stage I was the mental conditioning coach for the Cheetah Rapid team, and I knew the top players I worked with, he's talking about them. They knew what they wanted. They had strategies of following that, and they knew how to deal with stuff happening to them all the time. And so I knew that to be true. But then Rick Schneider said something in his study, in his conclusion, and that made me sit up, and that made me take note, because he said there's always people that lose hope. There's always people that gets discouraged through circumstantial stuff happening, life happening. And he said, whenever someone loses hope or gets discouraged, you can help them by instilling hope in their lives. And you do that with those two elements. And I broke it down, and since then, that's what I've been using with athletes, coaches, business people. First of all, helping them to know what they want, and then break it down, of course, and then to be mentally tough to deal with whatever life throws at you. So that is what we'll be doing in the next videos as well. We'll be looking to instill hope still, but then first of all you need to know what you want, and then how do you deal with stuff happening to you. Now for homework for the next video, before the next video clip, I want you to go and find out what you want. Write it down. They say geniuses think on paper. So write down what you want. What do you want for your life? What do you want for your relationships? What do you want for your work or your studies? What do you want to do during the lockdown period? What do you want to do after the lockdown period? And don't judge what you're writing. Don't think whether it's possible or not. Just write it down. And then we'll deal with it in the next video, and just take the next steps of this, because just knowing what you want, the outcome side, is not enough, but that's a big start to instill hope. And then we will deal with this part. Remember what John Maxwell said? Hope in the future gives you power in the present. So go and start empowering yourself by knowing what you want. Know what you want, write it down, and make this a great day. I hope to see you soon.